Namaste, guys. Phoenix here. I hope you all are doing amazing. Happy Venus Day. Happy Self-Love Day. I hope you all are treating yourself amazing. I put my lashes back on. I don't know. I just was feeling called to do it, okay? I hope you all are enjoying yourself, okay? I gotta like position my hair to where it's not pulling so much. I need a retwist, and so like it's pulling, and so I'm trying to like, it feels tight in some areas, it feels loose in some areas, so excuse me if I keep doing it, okay? But anyway, chosen ones, golden children, golden children, golden children. Hey, you guys. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, so divine masculine energy has been out here, right? And so I have been receiving communications from collective divine masculine, right? And so that energy is wanting to start coming to the forefront, okay? That is the message that I have been receiving over the course of these 2 or 3 days. And so that's how usually long a message will take to get to me. Like, especially if it's a large message, it'll take like 3 days to uncover itself fully before my intuition can fully understand it. It'll be about 3 days, and then I'm fully aware of the message. The message is fully processed. And so the message that I have been receiving, like, you all could be shamans, okay? Your divine masculine energy. It may have liked to do shaman rituals. It may have liked to praise the divine feminine. It may have liked to sing to the divine feminine. It may have liked to dance. Spirit is showing me, thank you, Spirit. You know what? Spirit has been showing up every time I came here. When I say I recorded like 4 videos, Spirit has been here with me through all 4 of the videos, and I've deleted them. And this is maybe the 5th one, but they were all the same, but just with different messages, like different concepts. I just was having some issues from how they sound. Like, I felt I was being too vulnerable in most of them. You know, I be telling y'all my business. I be getting a little bit too vulnerable around here, okay? And so I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna share that. Oh my God, I'm not gonna share that. And Spirit, like I say, uses me as an example, okay? But some of those was like very vulnerable, and I felt so self-conscious, like that. I didn't want to share that. But man, but you're a divine masculine. It was telling me that the way that it was called How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, I have a PDF about it. I'm going to put it in a description, okay? And the masculine wants to help you train your left brain, right? Remember, the left brain focuses on things of the world, right? And so it interprets things of the world. It focuses on things of the world because that's what it's used to, right? The left brain is designed to interpret. It is designed to you know, it can make or break you, okay? Depending on the actions that you take in your physical reality. The left brain remembers it. It's like takes a photograph of what happened and plays it over and over again, right? The left brain doesn't see the bigger picture of your actions, right? The right brain can see the bigger picture of your actions because the right brain is more spirit-led, right? And so the divine masculine, wow, is coming through. And I just heard like your high priestess self, like your higher self, that high priestess, empress, goddess energy, right? God energy is coming through right now to say that this is what she needs, right? Well, this is what the inner child needs in order for them to work together with the flow. Okay, And so the divine masculine is trying to bring safety, is trying to bring freedom, is trying to bring flow. I was going to say bling, is trying to bring you that, okay? But your inner child needs to be able to feel safe. It needs to be able to feel like it's protected, feel like it's okay to receive. Okay, the inner child needs to feel that. It needs to feel protected. It needs to feel loved, right? And oftentimes, the unhealed version, right, of like the gatekeeper, the protector of the inner child, is just basically like, will constantly remember things that happened when the last time the inner child was so free to express itself, right? The body was so free to express itself the last time that happened, okay? And so this is what's happening, okay? So you guys could be having some realizations about previous, okay? About what, like, how to integrate whatever part of you is not feeling safe. It's not feeling cared for. It's not feeling love, right? This is being brung up for a reason, because the divine masculine wants to be in unison. It is like yearning to be with the divine feminine, okay? That's why all of this energy has been coming out about sacred union and coming together with the opposite, right? That twin flame energy, that soulmate energy, right? Because the divine masculine is wanting that. It is yearning for that connection to its feminine. It wants to worship its feminine. It wants to love its feminine. It wants to take care of its feminine, right? And so, but right now, your nervous system is saying, well, what the fuck is this love? What is this I'm feeling? This is love, okay? Like, it's afraid, right? Your inner child is afraid, because it's stating, like, the last time I was free to do this, somebody stopped me from doing it. The last time this happened, right? And so that's where that left brain comes in, right? It focused on things of the mind. It focused on things, what happened that was negative or unfavorable for that, in the life, right? And so the inner child is just like contracted all the time. It's afraid to let down its guards, right? Well, whatever protector energy, gatekeeper energy is protecting the inner child at this time, right? We can call it ego, right? We can call it that, right? We can call it the wound itself, right? Okay, but that is a gatekeeper, a blockade, a barrier, okay? That is like, no, I am protecting this child. And it actually got the child locked up in a cage, thinking that it's serving a purpose for the child, but it's no longer serving the purpose that it once served for the child, right? And so that's why we go through the hero's journey, right? To free ourselves, to free our inner child from whatever captive has it captive, whatever. I gotta learn how to close this patio door. I keep my patio door open because I have a beautiful tree right there, and all types of bugs just be flying in here. And so all kind of bugs. I have lizards walking in here. I have ladybugs. I have beetles in here. Yeah, all kind of bugs flying in here. What do you call them things? Grasshoppers and crickets. They all be in here just chilling, and Raven just be catching them. And yeah, so I'm just watching it fly around. But anyway, so that is where we at right now. The divine masculine wants to show you how to train your dragon, right? And so maybe that cartoon will resonate with you all. Maybe if you can watch that, it'll show you like what it actually means, okay? Because you understand the dragon, it's usually hot fire. It's just reacting, right? And so that divine masculine wants to come in and show you. And the way that it was showing me was just like ritual. So when I'm performing ritual, when I'm getting, especially when I'm sitting at my ancestor altar, it'd be a whole thing. and man, I will I'll get on my shaman's drum, I will light a candle, I will say a prayer. Okay, that is how I am with that is that divine masculine energy. It is performing ritual, right? And during that time, it is training the left brain to focus on only things of the spirit, right? So say for instance, if you were going outside, right, you were getting dressed, you were getting in the shower, you were applying makeup, right, things like that. So the mind will often just go to things that resonate with that, right? So it would start bringing up memories of when you hanging out with friends. It will start bringing memories up, especially if you're going to a particular spot to go eat. It will bring memories up the last time the food didn't taste so good there, right? It'll bring memories up of how traffic can be, right? It'll bring memories up, or the last time you wore that outfit, you didn't like the way it made you feel. You didn't like you were getting uncomfortable stares, right? So that's what the mind, the left brain does. And that's what the mind does, right? It will focus on things of the world, right? Because that's where it came from. That's what it's made of, right? And so your divine masculine is saying to you that it wants to perform ritual. It wants to worship the divine feminine. It wants to serenade the divine feminine. You know how the snake comes out of the basket, right? Listening to the song, right? And the snake is like in a trance, right? Coming out of the basket, right? And that is usually like your spirit, right? Spirit needs to feel safe, right? In order to be able to express itself freely, right? And that is what the divine masculine does. It creates a safe space, a sacred space. Some people often, Wiccan and witches, they will use like a salt barrier, right? To keep a safe, sacred, to keep a safe a space covered, right? Protected, right? And that is a form of a ritual. You know, they may draw a pentagram in the middle. They may light candles. They may bless the four directions, right? And bless spirit, right? To form the full pentacle, right? And so that is a form of protection. That is divine masculine performing that, okay? And it is creating a container for spirit to naturally flow, for spirit to naturally be, right? And so, but this is all to grant the wishes of the inner child, which is your soul, right? Which is your chi signature, right? Your chi is here to do a job. Your soul signature is here for a reason, right? Golden children, you know that, right? And so in order for you to create that, for spirit to tell you how to do it, right? You need to be, it needs to be your nervous system, your inner child, it needs to feel safe in order for your chi, your flow, your energy, right, to carry out the plan of the divine, the plan that you made for yourself prior to coming into this physical body. You understand that, right? Okay, and so I wanted to tap into the Priestess of the Light Tarot to get some information. You just cleanse my energy a little bit. Spirit is here right now, but I open as a clear vessel of the divine within me. I witness without absorbing. Only truth, clarity, and guidance pass through me. All energies return to their rightful place. Blessed and whole, Ashe, so it is. So you see how I just did that? That's like a whole ritual. That's what the divine masculine does. It creates a sacred space so that spirit can flow. And so when I set the intention to do this, right? The left brain doesn't focus on things of the world. It focuses on things of the spirit. It's paying attention to spirit, okay? Because it's like we're here, we're go time right now. We are focusing on the spirit. The divine masculine is creating the sacred space for spirit to come and flow freely and deliver the messages, right? And so we have angelic assistance, okay? Divine guidance, loving support. And I also got to download that Archangel Michael could be considered the divine masculine, okay? The divine protector. Michael is the protector angel, right? So I'm not surprised about that this came out. So we have Archangel Michael here in this blue, okay? Or it can be Michael, okay? That can go both ways, right? bright heart, light, open connection, right? And so when you are in that heart space, you know what? I don't even, okay, Spirit, say it, show it again. So you already know your gifts work from the heart, okay? Most golden children, we are heart-based receivers. You could be clearing out some heart chakra energy. This could be not feeling loved. This is what this feels like, okay? This feels like not having support, not feeling protected. This feels like not feeling like you are taken care of. This is what this feels like. So I'm gonna show you how this relates to me. Oh my God, Spirit. So I'll often tell y'all, you guys, that I am gullible, but my divine masculine, it keeps me safe. But sometimes in certain settings, in certain situations, I gotta get the F out of there because I feel overwhelmed. I feel threatened. I will feel like I need to go, I need to go, I need to go. And it feels like it's coming from a space of fear. And I understand this to be my PTSD, military stuff, things that happened to me in the military. I understand where that energy is coming from. And so I understood that my thing is, right, how to maintain my sense of safety when I'm being triggered by that particular type of space. And I think I need a support animal with me, okay? Because I don't know any, like, I can get overwhelmed and I will freak out. That has happened to me. Oh my God. I've been so embarrassed by myself. That has happened to me. So I was just like, it's just this over sense of like panic, and then my heart beating fast and I'm sweating. And then nobody noticed, but only that people that's watching me, of course they notice because they watching me and my behavior change. And then I don't want to talk to anyone. And then I'll distance myself from everyone. And then I'll be sitting in the corner and I'll just get quiet and stop responding. And I'll just be there by myself, tucked away in my own little safe space, until I finally muster up some courage to get the F out of that space. Like, I have to map out a U line for me to go. Like, that energy will come in. It's very unpredictable, okay? Like, especially in certain type of settings. That's why I don't go in a lot of settings, because I understand how my PTSD, how it will react for me. And I know that I'm healing that with my divine masculine, because what happened to me was in the military was by masculine, right? So it's just like I am so open, and you may be this way also. I'm so open and so caring and so compassionate. I don't see people as someone who's trying to hurt me, right? I'm learning to listen to my divine masculine when it's like, you okay? Don't go over there. Stay right here. I'm learning that. But sometimes, like, if I'm invited places, or if I just be like, I'm tired of being in the house, I'm gonna go outside, then I can often get overwhelmed, and I just be like, see, I should have stayed in the effing house, like. And so I understand that that is something that as a child I was that way also. I've never got offered candy. Spirit is so funny. But I used to see kids like playing with their fathers, because I didn't have a father growing up. And I used to see kids playing with their father, and my stepsister playing, my sister playing with her dad, which is my stepfather. He didn't treat me like he treated her. He treated me like a fucking stepchild. He didn't like me. He beat the fuck out of me often. He couldn't fucking stand me. And so he let me know it too. He would say, I don't like the way you look at me. I don't like the way your eyes make me feel. And I used to be like, what the fuck? Like, is she talking about? I was so confused. But that's neither here nor there. I understood that I reflected something in him. Like, he can see, like, you know how you mirror people? When you're just a natural Hyoka empath, you can often mirror people. And I've understood that, like, I mirror people in the military. I mirrored them, what they would really felt about themselves. And I will often say it. And then the guys would get upset. And they would try to, like, attack me or try to, you know, because they couldn't take advantage of me. And so I will often just mirror it back to them, their insecurities and things like that. And I, you know what, I'm like, it was that ship. That ship was cursed. That ship wanted to take people down, okay? I was on a ship called the Sullivans. There were like brothers that passed away. They all joined the Navy at the same time. And the name of the ship that was named after them was called, our ship was called the Sullivans. I forget the name of their ship, but their ship got attacked. And all of them died at one time. So a mother lost all of her children at once. And so the ship that was attacked, we had a piece of that ship attached to the hull of our ship. And that ship had some energy on it, okay? And that ship wanted to take people down. And when I tell you, a lot of people went down on that ship. A lot of people went down on that ship. And yeah, that's crazy. But anyway, like I said, Spirit be using me to tell stories, and I just be telling the stories. I don't know what this is about, but it will come up eventually. It will make sense, okay? But that was some dinner I ordered for tonight, because I'm a homebody. And I don't want to go out by myself. But I know I wouldn't be out myself. I'm gonna be with Spirit, right? And so oftentimes, like, when I go out, anyway, let me get back to the reading. If it's important, it'll come up again. Okay, so we have clarity, planning, releasing illusions, right? And we understand that these are illusions, right? So this is what is being released from you. And so I'm hearing, like, flipping the script, changing the narrative. That's what I'm hearing. 2202. Changing the narrative to bring some type of balance back to you. Putting the power back to you. Changing the narrative. Bright heart light, open connections, okay? So a lot of you all may connect with your heart space, as I said again. Courage, strength, fierceness, family, okay? Knowing that you're always around. Someone is always around you that can provide, that will give you that. This is invisible help, okay? This is all invisible help. But here's the thing with invisible help. This high priestess energy, I'm not surprised by that. This is the thing with adjustments, looking back but moving forward. Invisible help. We don't know. Harvest, gathering blessings. We don't know we don't know how to believe in the things we don't see. That's the thing. And so it's like, you don't necessarily believe in things you don't see until you become aware that the invisible is there, right? And that's what I said about Spirit. Like, every time I did a video over, Spirit has always been here. But I'm in my home space, right? So of course I know that, right? But when I get outside, everybody's spirit is around me, right? And that's the thing, right? Everybody's spirit is around. So you're just, you don't know where your energy begins and where your energy ends and someone else's began, right? You're feeling that way, okay? And so this is what is being offered to you right now, okay? Some type of release. I'm hearing sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice that old version of you, which is what we're doing right now. Okay, Spirit, like, the smoky mirror, the heart of the sky. Knowing where you come from, okay, goddess energy, okay, tenderness, okay, divine feminine, okay, like this goddess energy, tenderness is always available here for you. And you know what, I be telling spirit that, like, I hear you saying this all the time, but how come when I'm in the midst of it, in the midst of the outside world, it's a complete difference. That is something so completely different. And I just be asking spirit, like, what was that I just felt? What was that just came up for me? Like, why was that there? Right? And so it'd be completely different. And so time master, like, you're gaining back some type of time. And look at this child, okay? I cannot make this up. The child, look at the courage, right? Courage to move forward, knowing that you are always protected, right? And so that's something that I be questioning spirit about. I said, well, what happened? Like, why did I react like that? What was that about, right? And it's just like and then afterwards, you're trying to calm yourself, right? Trying to come back to that sense of calm, right? And so you're going to gain some clarity about this feeling, protection, safety, protection, even when you're around others, okay? And this feels to me like you're viewing your life, the wounded, okay? It's viewing itself through the lens of the wound, the lens of hurt, the lens of not being protected, the lens of not feeling safe, okay? This is what this is like. And so you're gaining clarity, and then we have clarity and the hunter. So you're gaining clarity of this, like why this is here. This is being released from you, okay? You're going to know exactly why you don't feel safe, why your nervous system. Now, we're not talking about like in the outside reality, right? Because we understand that, thank you, Spirit. We understand that in order for you to feel safe in your outside reality, you have to feel safe within you. And a lot of times we internalize the things that has happened to us, right? That is why our mind, our left brain start processing the things that has happened to it, because it start internalizing, right? And it's like you created another world within you, okay? Because remember, the mind is two separate sides of the same coin, right? The mind is another dimension, the body is this dimension, right? And so when something happens to the body, right, when something happens to the mind, it happens to the body, right? And so we're understanding that whatever happened to the mind, this could be past life, this could be childhood, this could be ancestral, right? It is being repeated in your outside reality, right? And so you are understanding that some of this energy that you may be feeling may not even be yours. It may be collective, right? Some of this energy or these the thoughts, the things that the mind, that the left brain focus on, it may not be yours. It may be ancestral. It just has a heavier energetic pull to it because it's heavy, okay? I'm hearing that it's heavy, okay? And so this may not just be yours, okay? Especially if you're having experiences in your outside, in your inner world, okay? Thank you, Spirit. If you're having experiences in your inner world, and these experiences in your inner world are things that you don't remember or cannot remember, oftentimes they are buried, repressed memories, or past life, or something that is ancestral related, okay? And so that's what's being revealed to you right now, okay? As far as like what's yours and what you can hold on to, right? What's the truth and what's not the truth, right? What's the truth as far as what you can integrate, and what's not the truth, so that you don't have to carry it anymore. You became aware of it, you bear witness to it, right? You sent it so much love, you placed it within your heart, you healed it in your heart, and you let it go, right? Even those versions of you that experienced a hard life, right? Past lives, right? Even that, you are still putting that in your heart space and healing it with love, bringing awareness to it, empathizing with it, understanding the hurt of it, right? And oftentimes when you do that, you gain a bigger perspective, you gain clarity, you gain more spiritual knowledge about things, right? So we have angelic assistance, divine guidance, love and support. Pachamama, this is like the Mother Earth, right? As I stated before, the Mother Earth is also here to give you divine assistance at this time, okay? This is the Mother Earth, you being safe within Earth, because you're understanding how to separate Earth. You know how the time we say, I don't like it here on Earth, I don't like this planet. It's not the planet that wronged you, it is the people. It is the other energies that wronged you, or it is the way your mind perceived it, okay? It is that energy, like whatever lens, whatever your program is, right? Thank you, Spirit. Whatever your program is, or was, or has been, that is what essentially wronged you, not the planet. And Mother Nature is here to tell you that as long as you see me, know that I'm always with you, know that I'm always around you, because I exist within you. That's beautiful. You're able to walk out in this physical reality being safe and knowing that nothing can ever harm you, okay? So maybe you have experienced some PTSD, because that's what Spirit guided me to talk to you all about, okay? I didn't know where this energy was going. I just understood that I was talking about the nervous system, and how the divine masculine is trying to step forward to create a sacred space with you all, with Spirit. I'm in my divine masculine energy. Can I be more there? Yeah, I'm sure everybody can be more there, right? Can I heal more? Yes, everyone can heal more, right? But you don't want to get up on that. That's all I do is heal, right? But this kind of was feeling like PTSD of the world, being traumatized by the world, right? Just believing that everybody in this world is out to get you. Everybody in this world is just bad, and the world only create bad people, right? This feels like this energy right here. And so it feels like the Most High divine consciousness, Mother Earth, is separating. She's like separating herself. Like, she understands your sorrow, she understands your woes, she understands what you experience, but it's just like she's like, it didn't come from me. It's not me that you need to fight with. Like, it's like, it's not me you need to have the grudge with, right? So it's like some type of healing that's happening there with Mother Nature, with Gaia, okay? Ayla, or Allah, A-L-A, that word, not the other word, okay? This is what this energy feels like. And then we have precognition, psychic abilities, future vision, the sacrifice. So you're going to understand just exactly what you need to give over, okay? 3311, 4413, 314, I don't know, what did I say? 444 could be significant. 1344 can be significant. We have 5, 6, 7 out here. Yeah, so you're going to understand exactly what to give back. And that's what Ayla is saying to you all at this time. Give it back, okay? Like, give it back to the land. Like, whatever you experienced on this land, like, give it back, okay? Because it was never yours to carry, right? That's the illusion of life. You carrying something that is not yours. Remember, there is no self, right? She keeps saying like it always boils back to no self. There is no self, okay? And so when we can gain a deeper aspect, a deeper understanding of that, right, we're able to release things that doesn't serve us. We're able to sacrifice that energy for the greater good of all, because you're holding on, thank you, to it. The ones who have passed away and they're watching you do it, they need for you to release it, right? They're depending on you. They're counting on you to release it, okay? They're counting on you. They're watching you, how you do it, so that they can do it in whatever realm that they are in, right? They're watching you do it because their higher self is watching you do it, right? And their higher, it's not that, okay, Spirit, show me again. So whatever past life version of you, remember, there is not just one of yous, right? Especially as far as souls. Time, because we are all connected. There is more just one, because, man, the interdimension, the intergalaxies of it all, right? And so you exist in different time frames, right? And so you're healing that younger version of you, right? The one who's experienced whatever it experienced, right? And so when you're able to release it, right, that younger version of you is psychic also, right? It can see in the future, right? Dang, Spirit, this is raw. That younger version you can see in the future, and it sees how you do it. It's seeing you releasing something, and it knows exactly what to do, okay? That is so raw. Wow. I hope that made sense to you all. The smoky mirror, bright heart light, open consciousness, the smoky mirror, okay? Remember, the world reflects everything, right? People reflect you. They reflect your inner world, is what I'm trying to say. This giving me that black mirror energy, right? You know, that movie on Netflix, that series, Black Mirror, it's like that energy. It's giving that energy to where it reflected people's inner desires. It reflected people's inner truths, what they actually wanted to do, right? And so it just produced itself outside of them as opportunities, as different people in their life, right? And that's exactly what happens, right? And so Spirit is asking you, like, this Zen space, right? This be Zen, like that picture behind me, like this is the energy that your nervous system wants to embody. Okay, this is what I'm getting. And that all of your pains, your fears, your sadness, your sorrows, your woes, you are to put it into your heart. Every time you think of something, every time something comes up like that, you put it in your heart, okay? You're something about your mastering time, okay? You're gaining some type of time back, okay? The primordial element of water is here with you to help you go with the flow, or something to rinse something from you, okay? Something is being rinsed from you, okay? Is what I'm hearing. Cleared from you, okay? Let me get some more. What is this, Spirit? What else is this? Can we go a little bit deeper in this energy? What is being released? What does the divine masculine wants to bring through? Boundaries. Show you how to set up real boundaries. And so when your divine masculine sets up boundaries, okay, boundaries get created already in your outside reality. You may find that people will barely approach you. I've seen that about myself. People like, oh, you got a mean face, or you look mean. And I'm like, I don't look mean. I just look like, don't bring your ass over here fucking with me. That's what this that's what that look like. Like, if you're not reading my energy of me being mean, you're reading my energy, it's just like, don't do that. Because, you know, only people who would say that when they don't mean you no good, right? And so you're just reflecting that back to them. Like, people say that when they don't mean you no good, okay? They're just like testing the waters, right? Healing is happening here, okay? We have boundary. Yeah, you're learning like clarity, planning, releasing, strength, fierceness, family, right? You're learning who is your family, who belongs with you, who doesn't belong with you, right? Who belongs around you, who doesn't belong around you. You're going to see that clarity very clear, right? And you're going to be able to put up boundaries. It's the same thing what the divine masculine does within you, right? It puts up boundaries when the left brain starts to focus on things of the mind, right? The divine masculine says, no, we're over here, we're doing this, right? And that's how boundaries automatically get formed in your outside reality. It's nothing that you have to do. And so we have patience here, and this is angelic assistance, divine guidance, and the hunter. Okay, so this is what's happening. Okay, setting healthy boundaries is crucial for your well-being. Do you feel overwhelmed by others? Clearly define your limits to protect your emotional and mental space. That's period. That's what's happening, okay? But it's going to happen internally first. Remember that, okay? Nothing is going to happen outside of you first, right? Tarot reads energy. It reads the spirit, right? It doesn't read external. Sometimes these things can happen externally, but in truth of the matter, it reads spiritually, right? And then we have patience. Patience is the key to achieving your goals. Have you been feeling restless? Trust in the process and wait for things to unfold. Great outcomes take time, okay? So be patient with yourself. You have an angel here, the hunter, okay, energy. I feel like this is ancestors, okay? Shamanic ancestor, okay? I heard that's hunting down and bringing up the energy that needs to bring up, okay? Archangel Michael energy, admiration. And it says, you are worthy of admiration and respect. Have you been downplaying your values? Accept compliments and be proud of your achievements. You deserve recognition, okay? This is the inner child, and this is that, you know, this is what the inner child wants. She wants to feel like their efforts, the things that they've done in life, right? And this is what, once the divine masculine has trained the left brain, the mind will stop showing you things of the hurt. The mind will start showing you things of the beauty. The mind will start showing you things that you did great, that you did wonderful, that you were excellent in. And that is actually how you use the mind, right? So your divine masculine is showing you how to train. The divine masculine is the one that trains the mind, okay? And so, and this could be related to the land, or something about the land, with the child, with the land. Your creation, like you're not proud of your creation. You're not proud of the things that you created. Oh my goodness. Oh, she said that I am proud of you in whatever you do. I am proud of your weaknesses. I am proud of your flaws. Why can't you be proud of yourself the way that I am proud of you? Regardless of whatever steps you made in life, why can't you be proud of you? Oh my goodness. She's like, you look at the world, but you don't look at her. She is like the trees, the sky, the rivers, the grass, the flowers, the ocean, the birds, the bees, the animals. But you look past her, just like you look past you, and you stop at the mechanical. You stop at the program, what's been placed in front of you, but you don't take the time to look at me. You look past me. Wow, you don't see me for my beauty, the air that I supply, the oxygen that is available, the sun that supplies vitamins, the natural food I give you. You don't see any of that. Just like you don't see it in yourself. That's beautiful. She's like, you're not none of that. Just like she's not the buildings. She's not cars. She isn't any of that. But yet it exists. And she accepts it, okay? But she said it can be too much, right? Just like our hurt versions of ourselves can be too much, right? They can overwhelm, overtake to where we're just wanting to get out. That she's showing me that scene of, not the scene, but what is his name? Rumi, 4444 on my timer. He said, nothing that's forced on the soul remains there. Nothing that is forced, nothing that the soul is forced to learn remains. I forgot that saying. You can put that in the comments if you know that. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for interacting with this video, with these videos. That is amazing to me, because I'm grateful, because that means that you know some stuff. Because I know a lot of things. And so when you can come in and say, oh, that's what you're talking about, that means that we are on the same page, and you can definitely apply what I'm saying to you. Okay, so thank you for that. And so we have precognition, psychic abilities, and a sacrifice. And this is the twin flames, so right? And so you're sacrificing that hurt version of you, okay? And you're going to know exactly how you did it. You may see something that your higher self has already did, right? You may see your higher self already got the vision. Your higher self already know how to do it, right? And you may get a vision of that, seeing in the future, seeing your higher self already doing it, and you already being connected with your that inner union within you, okay? Thank you for that, Spirit. I'm sorry. I get excited. So we have bright heart light, transformation, the smoke and mirrors. I cannot make this up. I'm so glad that these cards confirm me. You are undergoing a profound transformation. Have recent changes made you uncertain? Embrace the shift. They are guiding you towards personal and spiritual growth. So people may be going out of your life, okay, because people may be showing you their true colors. I've been saying that a lot. Like, things is happening in your outside reality for a reason. And you hold on to things that should no longer be there, then you wind up hurting yourself. You wind up creating tower moments for yourself, okay? 15. You wind up creating tower moments for yourself. You hold on to people that don't want to be with you. Like, Spirit is bringing those towers for a reason. Remember, we all have free will. We get to choose who we hang around and who we don't hang around, who we allow in our energy and who we don't allow in our energy. We have that right. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's no offense. Don't go beating up yourself because you decided to stay with somebody that was treating you like shit. No offense that you know, it's okay that you wanted to experience that again, because maybe it was something that you needed to learn, right? So no offense if that happened the way that it happened, right? It's okay, right? But understand, everything is spirit-led. Everything's happening in the spirit before it manifests in the physical, okay? And if you find yourself arguing with a partner and think you guys are breaking up, better believe that already happened in the spirit. You already sensed it in the spirit. You just didn't know what it was. You already felt that trembling in your soul. You already saw it psychologically. You already been dreaming about it, right? That's precognition. You already have been dreaming about something was going to go wrong. You just didn't know who was with and who was with. And then next thing you know, you and your partner is fighting. You and your family member is fighting. And you're just like, I did see this, right? But at the time it's happening, we don't see it. Okay, but you do see it. You just don't remember it because things is happening so fast when it actually manifests in your outside reality, right? And so we have 777, perseverance, okay? Perspective shift. And remember, I was saying that like you guys are going to learn how to shift the perspective of something. I think I said that. If I didn't, I should have. I think I did, because that's what I was getting. Oh, God bless you. Perspective shift, reflection, resilience, inner wisdom, enlightenment, determination, okay? You're going to have definitely a perspective shift on how to see yourself, how to see this world, okay? I don't know what this is, but this is coming for you all. 1515, the big break, okay? Innovation, focus, creation, progress, momentum, mastery, achievements. These could be some numbers that you all are seeing. 19 cycles are definitely being released from you. Karma, transformation, balance, influence, power, cycles, change, renewal. True. Good fortune, 1331. This could even be money issues, because I wrote that down. I just didn't say it because I was saying other stuff, and I was like abundant, like that's what was coming up. Your nervous system, like you're already abundant. This what was coming up, like if you already feel like you know you deserve money, right? That's a feeling that you automatically have, like I know I should have more money than this. Like that feeling is coming from your spirit, because that is the truth of what you are, right? But you have a gatekeeper there that is blocking your nervous system from relaxing when it comes to the energy of money, right? And so it was just like abundance. The nervous system is not in agreement with abundance. And then something else that came up, something about the continuous flow of money, okay? And pay attention to the way that you spend money. If you're spending money with a sense of, you know, maybe take a step back and just say, okay, wait a minute now. How am I spending this money? Why am I spending this money like this? Like, pay attention to how you feel when you spend money and just shift the perspective, okay? But you guys are going to gain some guidance from this. We have the Empress here, because that's the natural vibrational frequency you are supposed to be in, okay? Supposed to be in that energy, not this energy. When you have spirit right behind you, right? But you're like this out in the cold, not knowing what the hell is going on. Like this is what your inner child feels like. Okay, this could be a mother wound. But once you realize this is going to change real fast, okay? This is going to change real fast. This could be even like when you were a child, you went from having it all to suddenly just losing it all, okay? That could be something you are remembering. Look, we have this energy, the Two of Cups. This is like unity with yourself, okay? Unity with that divine masculine, the Nine of Wands, not feeling wounded anymore, okay? It's like that inner child wants to be free, okay? It wants to be free. It doesn't want to be in this. It wants to be in the King of Wands energy. But your divine masculine is here to help you achieve this, okay? What's the energy? Let's get a few more. The Tower. I'm saying that. Flipped out in reverse, but I was saying that. What's the Tower? Is the Tower meant to be in reverse? The Six of Wands. When I say towers happen for a reason, okay? What's the Six of Wands? Maybe the way the card is flat. Okay, the Empress, okay? And so you're able to avoid towers, okay? Because the Tower did flap out in reverse, right? And so you're able to avoid towers, okay? When you listening to your divine masculine, divine feminine, when it's being allowed to flow, you're avoiding towers. Or this could mean spirit is making towers, bringing down illusions in your outside reality, okay? So that you can be in this space, okay? So that you can be independent with spirit, always, all the time, with spirit, okay? So you don't have to depend on nobody in your outside reality, okay? Until you manifest that one, right? And you will know it by the way it makes you feel. Because the way that you feel within yourself, you will know your mate by the way that it makes you feel. You won't feel jumpy in your heart. You won't feel confusion, right? You won't feel any of that. You'll feel calm. You'll feel protected. You'll feel safe. You'll feel like, yeah, this is it. And they'll feel like that with you too also, right? So what is the, give me a little bit more about the Tower, Spirit. The Three of Swords. You're being saved from some heartache, okay? The Death. Page of Wands. Man, what is the Death? I don't know what this is. Four of Wands. You're being saved from, okay, from the way you see heartache. Thank you, Spirit. That is being switched out. The way you see heartache, okay? You're being switched, okay? That's being switched. The way you view love, okay? Whatever happened to you with the heartache, that energy is being died off. And so you're going to see yourself differently. This is probably why you can't allow your divine masculine to love you, because of the way someone loved you and hurt you in the past. But you're bringing that into a different perspective shift. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Four Swords, yeah. You're going to have a perspective shift doing some type of meditation, okay? The Emperor, the Five of Pentacles. Five of Swords, the Emperor. I don't know what this is. The Pentacle and the Knight of Wands. What a fast energy this is. It's changing you from this Five of Pentacles, okay? Because this energy is rushing towards this person. You see? It's like help is rushing towards this person. And then the Emperor, that is your divine masculine, right? It's rushing towards the person. 55-15. Okay, thank you, Spirit. That's gonna change, right? Wow. The 10 and 9 of Cups. King of Wands. Wow. Yeah, that's gonna change. What is this Knight of Swords? What's coming? Something tangible. What's the 10 of... Two of Wands. You're going to be able to see something tangible. What is this Two of Wands? The Hangman is going to be stuck there. And can't nobody take that shit away from you. Okay, it's coming fast. 55. It's coming fast. Okay, it is protected. Okay, you're going to be able to see it in all aspects of your life. Okay, what is this? What else, Spirit? Seven of Wands, Page of Swords, the High Priestess. Seven of Wands, the High Priestess, the Page of Swords. Spirit is protecting you from some smooth talkers, okay? Spirit is protecting you from scam. Spirit is protecting you from somebody that's trying to take something away from you, okay? Like whatever smooth talker this is, okay? Spirit is protecting you from that. So pay attention to how people make you feel. Somebody asking you for some money, somebody asking you for something that you cannot do, say no, okay? Because you're going to have a tower moment. And you're going to be heartbroken, okay? And Spirit is trying to protect you from that. That's something else that's coming in. What's this Page of Swords? Spirit is moving you away from that, okay? And that's what I was talking about, this tower moment. The Hermit, it's time for you to go into Hermit so you can get in that Trinity, right? So you can have that Trinity. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, okay? Look at that. This is what's available for you, okay? New beginnings, the Sun and the Chariot, okay? Leaving behind that old way of being, that old way of living. So this is what's going to be revealed to you, okay? Stay on this trajectory, okay? Long as you continue to go in, okay? Create ritual presence, ritual practice, okay? For your divine masculine to come through, okay? Make sure you're setting them intentions. You got to set the intention to connect with Spirit, right? You have to connect the Spirit, okay? And patience, right? Don't just quit because it didn't happen the first time. That old way of being is gone. You're putting that to end, okay? Something that you manifested, okay? Cycles ending, the 10 of Swords, okay? Man, the 9 of Pentacles. You're ending this cycle, okay? The 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups again. Don't fear. What is this 10 of Swords? What is this 10 of Swords? The Death. Yeah, that's going to be over with. Okay. The Empress. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Temperance. Yes, thank you. This energy is going to be over with. Okay. This is how you manifest, right? You're going to learn the Empress. the musician. Okay, we have the emperor and the empress out here, the musician. Okay, I said a musician, I mean a magician. So that was the message. I don't want to be in here because it's almost an hour, and I know some of us have ADHD and we can't sit this long, so I have to break videos up in halves when I'm watching videos. I love you all so much. Bye.